When I hear the name Bill Burr, I really don't think comedian. I think more news anchor or sports analysis or serial killer. But hey, Bill, you got it working for you, so what the fuck do I know, right? What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews Film Data Comedy Edition Netflix Pick. We got a comedy special review today, and we're going to be talking about the newest special from one of the most brutally honest and very talented comics in the game right now. He's just dropped a new one. We gonna holler at it. Talking about Bill Burr, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way. Now, for those who aren't familiar with who Bill Burr is, he's, like I said, a comedian, and he's been in the game for a long time. He's the kind of guy who's been in a lot of things, but you just can't probably put your finger on it what, but you recognize him if you've seen him. He's been in movies, TV shows, he's done voiceover for games, and he's got countless comedy specials, and he's worked with Comedy Central, and he's, been doing things with Netflix lately, and, he's just been doing a lot of stuff and a lot of big things. He's what they call a comedian's comedian, and he's a very brutally honest, and if you are one of those people who are easily offensive or offended by, things, or he can't take a joke, he probably won't be up your alley. He kind of goes along with the Louis C.K.'s or the Russell Peters, those type of comedians who just go all out, don't pull punches, don't give you that BS, and they just keep it real 100%. And, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, fuck you. Now, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way is Bill Burr in his truest form. The one unique thing about this comedy special, though, as separated from his other ones, is that it's filmed in black and white. So it does give it an aesthetically different look to it. Just from it being black and white, it makes a different tone. But it still shows Bill Burr in his truest form. And he hits various types of subjects from, dating, marriage, kids, relationships, religion, sports, the controversies that go on in pop culture, and everything in between. He just goes in on everything, and like I said, he's brutally honest. He does not pull punches. He kind of gives you his perspective and his way of thinking on certain subjects. And like I said before, if you like it, you do. If you don't, like he says, go fuck yourself, because he really doesn't care, because that's how he, does his thing. And it's really that scathing, biting type comedy that kind of hits you hard. If you don't get, like I said, easy offended, you will enjoy it. You will get the joke, and you can't take the joke. But if you're not one of those people who can take out those harsh right in your face, brutally honest jokes, then you may be turned off by this type of comedy. For the most part, if you can't take the jokes, you will enjoy this comedy special. Now, for me personally, I didn't find myself laughing as much as his previous comedy special, You People Are All the Same. And I just think it is because some of the jokes are just hit and miss. It just didn't, connect for me as, I think they should. I did find myself laughing at a good majority, but it was some parts where I was really dying laughing, and there were some parts where I was kind of just chuckling, and there was some parts where I just didn't laugh at all. So it was really hit and miss, but the whole thing was entertaining. I could sit and watch it, and I didn't feel myself saying, this sucks, or, this is a bad special. I just think coming off the heels of You People Are All the Same, when I saw that one, I thought that one was a really, really great special, a top level special. And I think coming off of that into this, it's a little bit of a step back as far as the amount of funny and everything like that. But like I said, it is Bill Burr in, Bill Burr's way. So he does, bring you a quality product. I just think personally, it's not as good as his last special, but it is still a good special. And if you are a fan, you will laugh and you will find it very entertaining. So for the most part, Bill Burr, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way, all around is what it is. It is a Bill Burr, brutally honest, in your face, pull no punches, no BS comedy special, and he delivers, for the most part, some great material. You will laugh, you will enjoy it. Me personally, like I said, I didn't find myself laughing as much as his previous special, but I did enjoy it. I may not end up watching it as much as the previous one. I've watched it probably 2 or 3 times. I don't think I'm going to watch it anymore, because I just didn't find anything to really go back to as much as his other special. But for the first time watch, you will enjoy it. I liked it. I think it's great, but I think it could have been better, or I wish it would have been better. I thought the jokes would have been a little bit better than his previous one. But other than that, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way is a good special that I think anybody who's a fan of Bill Burr or that brutally honest, no BS comedy should check out. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that Bill Burr, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way is an overall good comedy, minus some jokes here and there. All I'm saying is that it is Bill Burr to his truest form. You will laugh. It's great material here. Some of it hits, some of it doesn't. You may find something more funny than I did. Everybody's got their own, level of sense of humor and everything like that. But overall, it is a very entertaining and a good special. Not as good as You People Are All the Same for me, but it was a good showing, and it's good to see Bill Burr, you know, constantly putting out specials every 2 years and, you know, keep feeding the fan base and keeping his name in, you know, in the world of comedy. So I can't give it a full Granddad approve, but I will give Bill Burr, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way, a very nice Granddad recommended. Definitely go check it out if you're a Bill Burr fan. If you like that brutally honest, you know, in-your-face comedy and you don't get easily offended, you will like this. And also check out his other stuff. Like I said, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way is just this one, but you can also watch You People Feel This. No, You People Are All the Same. See, I just blended the goddamn whatever. Watch all his shit. It's on Netflix, and if you can't find it on Netflix, look it up online. It's somewhere you can find it and get you some Bill Burr comedy because it is some good shit. All right. So nothing more to say. Bill Burr, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way. Granddad recommended. Flip it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Tell me what you think of Bill Burr. I'm Sorry You Feel That Way if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, go to somebody's house who has Netflix and watch the shit. It is a good comedy special. You'll get some laughs out of it as long as you don't get easily offended and you know, you can take a joke. The previous video is on the side as well as my brand new single that just dropped. Check those out, show them some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram. Links in the description below. And subscribe. Button on the screen, button below. Woolly Reviews, twice a week. You know the deal. So until next time, I take my leave. Granddaughter, Bill Burr, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way. I'm out of here.